Hello, welcome to the next nature vid, and here I am right down at the bottom of my garden looking at a tree that fell over in the wind. Got me thinking about what's inside a tree, and I was wondering, I wonder how old that tree was. Hard to tell from that one, but you can tell how old a tree is by its insides, and you may be able to see it here in this example. This is a log that was cut down last year and chainsawed, and you can see that there are rings inside a tree trunk. And each one of those rings represents 1 year's growth. So this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rings of growth. So this tree was 9 years old when it was cut down. How does that work? Well, in the summer, when the tree is growing rapidly, you get these wide open bits. And then in the end of summer, coming into autumn, the tree starts to shut down and the growth slows right down and you get these darker, denser lines. And in the winter, everything stops completely. So the rings tell you the age of the tree, grown from the inside out, but they also tell you something about climate. Indeed, people use trees these days to measure climate change. If you've got a tree which is 200 years old and it's cut down, and you've got a record of 200 years trapped inside this tree, and what it tells you is about how wet the season was. The wider the distance between the rings, the wetter the season. Obviously trees love a bit of water and they suck up as much as they can. Their cells get all full of water, so you get nice wide rings in wet seasons. When there's drought, the distance between those rings is less. This is not a good example of that because obviously here in England it's pretty much wet all the time. So the distance between the rings is fairly uniform. But there you go, tree rings tell you how old a tree was, and they're also a little time capsule which allows us to look at climate change over the past few hundred years.